Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good freaking morning. Happy Monday to you. Mondays are a great day to be in crypto. It really, really is. Interesting stuff I found out today about the difference between CeFi personally and DeFi. Interesting stuff. We'll look at some numbers. It's just a little interesting to me to kind of compare the $4 to $5 a day in DeFi versus in CeFi. Some interesting numbers. I think it's really interesting. You know, given the collateral, we're going to look into those numbers as well. So the big deal, what is all this talk about the tax implications with the Spark token airdrop? I think Clinton Donnelly is supposed to be doing like a live Q&A tomorrow, but he did do a blog about it. Interesting stuff. He did do a blog, and shout out to Crypto Eddie for sharing that with the community. So he did do a blog about it. Yeah, not the big deal that some made it out to be, interestingly enough. So, you know, it can kind of kill the FUD because it was just basically YouTubers who didn't know and didn't take the time to kind of figure it out. The biggest FUD, I think, really was just, putting off this, this fear FUD unnecessarily, right? It wasn't just asking questions. It was spreading kind of the false fear, especially when you say, I didn't ask for this. Why am I getting taxed for it? Which is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen ever, because you did ask for it when you decided to keep your XRP in a place that was participating. So, but in any case, got some good news for sure about that. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. Good to see you, Crawfish XRP. RC is in the building. So guys, listen, the market is doing some stuff, right? That's cool. But unless we're back to 2.5 or 2.6 trillion, we're just playing catch up. So unless the total market is at 2.5 to 2.6, we're just catching up. We're not, so to say that your asset is up a certain percentage is just catching up, right? It's just catching up from where we were. So it's hugely important to note that we're just, we're catching up. But we haven't made any progress from where we were, which is at 2.5, 2.6 trillion in market cap for the total market, right? So it's very important to kind of understand that. However, did you make some money on your money? Did you make $1, $2, $4, $5, $15, or $20 today? In the last 24 hours on your money? That's the real important thing. And did you do it without having to spend your money to make it? It's an important thing. That's what the DeFi thing offers. Really, it really does. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you guys as well. BC in the Matrix is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Speaking of in the Matrix, I was listening to Bankless today. Very, very interesting podcast. With Bankless is primarily Ethereum community, right? Taken to YouTube in the podcast. And they had a Bitcoin, quote unquote, Bitcoiner on there. Interesting stuff. Interesting conversation. It was great to listen to that. OE312 said, I mean, $31 in quick swap pool. Think about that. Was that in the day, my friend? Was that in the day? Think about that, guys. $31. OE312. You want to share which one? San Antonio's in the building. Light smash season the moon with the DeFi 2021 will be amazing for all people. Indeed. Indeed. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. 24 hours, guys. OE312, $31. Now, he still has, I want you to understand something. The liquidity that OE312 provided, he still has that. So whatever assets he used, 2 stable coins, a stable coin in the crypto, he still owns those. He still owns them. He made 31 bucks. Did you see what I'm saying? He still owns them. 24 hours, OE312. What pool are you on Quick Swap? I was just looking at some of those, kind of going over it again. And the great thing about that, right? Oh, Titan and ETH. Cool. And thank you, OE312. I appreciate you sharing that with the community, my friend, when you didn't have to. I appreciate that. And the great thing about it, right, is just so massively important because it's $31 in value. What are you getting? You're getting Titan, right? Probably getting Titan. Now you could take that Titan, you can take the 31 bucks and you can make it 31 bucks in any, pretty much in anything that you choose to make it in. Right? Titan ETH. Let me look at that real quick. Let's look at Titan ETH. What's going on with Titan? Oh, yeah. So what is it? What? 2,274%. I got a bunch of ETH just waiting. I'm just trying to decide which one. How long have you been in the Titan ETH? I'm going to show you guys this. Yeah, OE312, definitely have to help each other, right? And again, it's about kind of taking our journey to the next level, the next level for us, right? The next level is moving from buying and holding, putting your stuff somewhere on a freaking, on the nano and just holding and I'm just going to wait and I'm just going to get on Twitter and put down other communities and just wait for my thing to appreciate, right? We got to move past that, right? We got to move past kicking and screaming, clawing the carpet and clawing the hardwood into Flare networks, right? I don't want to go. But I got a channel, so I have to go. We got to move past that and we got to move to, DeFi, next level. How can we participate in this decentralized and, if you will, peer-to-peer platforms, right? How can we do that? So you've been there for 4 days. There you go. I love it. 4 days. 4 days. $31, guys, in a day. Still has his ETH and still has his Titan. Still got it. In other words, he already spent money on Ethereum, right? Already spent money on Ethereum. He owns an asset that has value if you put it to use. If you put it to use, you still get the appreciation of Ethereum when it does do it. But what he's saying is, what OE312 is saying is, I don't have to be beholden to the market to make money on my asset. I can participate. I can participate in the decentralized finance space. They're asking me to participate. Good for you, my friend. 31 bucks in 21 hours. Still holds that asset. Pretty good. And he can take that Titan. He can take the Titan token and say, hey, look, I'm expecting Titan to do awesome. Or, hey, you know what? I'm not expecting Titan to be awesome. I'm going to switch it into ETH. I'm going to switch it into Bitcoin. I'm going to switch it into, what else can you switch that stuff into there? Let's take a look. I'm going to switch it into Matic. I'm going to switch it into Aave. I'm going to switch it into Cell Token. I'm going to switch it into Comp. I'm going to switch it into Curve. I'm going to swap it into DAI. I'm going to swap it into, what else we got on here? I already said Ethereum. Right? Hex, if you're into Hex, you can put it in that. Iron, if you believe Iron's going to do its thing. Right? I could put it into USDC, whatever. Tether. I'm just looking at the swap here. Do you guys just see what he's doing? It's good stuff. I got like $2,000 worth of Ethereum, not a lot. I'm trying to figure out a place to put it. Maybe I need to hang out there for a week and see what that looks like. What do you think, OE312? Maybe I need to just hang out over there for about a week. All right. Maybe I need to just hang out there for a week, see what's up. I mean, that's pretty good. OE312, I got into DeFi because of you, Siege. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Catherine, be safe and have a pleasant day at work, my friend. Appreciate you checking in, miss. Appreciate you checking in. What's going on, Diego G? Good to see you. What are you switching? What am I switching? What do you mean that? What do you mean? Swapping out of Titan into whatever I want to swap it into. That's what OE312 can do. South Texas, yeah, Spark's coming soon. That's going to be cool to see it in there showing up on that Celsius platform for me. I'm excited about it. That 15%. Yeah, we're going to get into that as well, Living Waters. You're correct. We're going to get into that airdrop and what it looks like. Diego G, morning, what platform are we talking about? Talking about QuickSwap.exchange. Yeah, cool, my friend. OE312 is making, I love that, making $30 a day. Think about that. And definitely, right? You don't have to provide a whole bunch. You don't have to put tens of thousands of dollars to earn that $30. I can tell you that right now. The bottom line is you can put the assets that you already use that dirty, nasty fiat with, and you can put it to work. And the rewards versus risk, you gotta look into it. Sure, you gotta look into that without question. The Polygon thing is that Polygon network is really providing some serious gains for those that choose to participate and provide liquidity and get liquidity fees and all of that different stuff. Let me see something. That's good stuff, my friend. Willie Washington, good morning to you. So anyway, we're going to get into this, guys, get into this a little bit. But let me go over the market real quick with you guys. Oh, there it is there. Kev Cleveland, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate this super chat, bro. Can you get your XRP back once you're done with OneSwap? Yeah, absolutely. You sure can. You sure can, my friend. It's fairly simple to do. You got to use the bridge. You got to take the XRP Ledger WAN chain. You got to hit convert, and then you got to flip that arrow from WAN chain to XRP Ledger. That's it. It's just a flip. So you gotta first go to the bridge. You got to find XRP. Click on XRP. Then it's going to say XRP to WAN chain. You hit convert, and then it's XRP to WAN chain is going to come up again. You change the arrow from XRP to WAN chain. You'll flip it, and it'll say from WAN chain to the XRP ledger, and then you continue the process from there, my friend. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kev. You're definitely welcome. Indeed. That's right, OE312. I'm at work, and my crypto is at work also. Where is that at? I'm at work, and my crypto is at work also. And that is the opportunity that we have in the DeFi space. That's the opportunity that we have. And it's no such thing as risk-free. You think your XRP is not at risk on the ledger, you're not being honest with yourself. You're just not being honest with yourself. It's not saying that it's not safe. Everything has a risk involved with it. Everything has a risk involved with it in this world of the internet. Everything. Now, just because it might be the least amount of risk out of everything on the planet doesn't mean it's not at risk. You see what I'm saying? Michael Angelos, what's good, my friend? Good to see you. Billionaire H checked in. What's up, my friend? So just kind of a heads up. Let's look at the market real quick. Look at DFund. DFund, hope you guys are earning some of that. DFund hits at $3.26. Every time you earn one of those, you earn $3. Not a bad deal, $3.25. So let's look at the market overall. All right, so Bitcoin is, oh, look at that, it's at 40,000, or perhaps we're in that spot now. We'll see. 40,728 for Bitcoin. It's up, you know, that doesn't matter. Ethereum is at 2557, still down, interestingly enough, 2557. So just good. It's above 2,400. Binance Coin's $371.70. Cardano's at $1.57. Doge is at 32 cents. XRP is at 88 cents. Polkadot's at $22.48. Uniswap is at $23.71. Bitcoin Cash is at $625, and so on and so on and so on. My thing is Polygon is at $1.56, which is cool. And Stellar Lumen's 34 cents. But my thing ultimately is that until we are at 2.5 trillion, am I making my money? We're still behind, because we were at 2.5 trillion, maybe 2.6 trillion. So in my mind, we're still behind. Did I make some money on my money? Did I make money on my money? And if so, how much? What's my cash flow right now? What is my balance? My portfolio balance? What does it look like? My sheet, what does that look like? My balance sheet for my business. What is it looking like? Bitcoin dominance is at 44%. So what is that looking like? Did I make some money on my money? Did I put my money to work? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, from South Africa. Wow, Kevin Chapita. How are you, my friend? What's good with you? It's good to see you. I appreciate you checking in. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Did you make some money on your money? That is the key. That is the key, my friends. I got to tell you, that is the key for sure. Thank you, Kev Cleveland. Again, I appreciate that, my friend. We need, thank you, Bam Bam. I appreciate that. We need more people that can explain DeFi, right? And talking about DeFi. Bam Bam says there's a great channel. It's called Fenmatics. I have not checked it out. Bam Bam says it's a good channel to help you kind of get more detail on DeFi. Thank you, Bam Bam. I definitely appreciate that. Fenmatics. I would also recommend you check out Bankless. Two young guys doing their thing over there, educating. Now they are, you know, they have a slant in terms of Ethereum, slant of a bias, but that's okay. You can still learn a lot from them for sure. So those are the numbers. Let me share this out. My sub thing, it keeps still saying the same number. It doesn't change. That is very interesting. For sure. Where are we at? Yep, there it is. Oh, interesting. How did that get on? But anyway, it is on there. It's cool. Let me do this. Let's share out the stream for you guys. And we're going to go over this information from Clinton Donnelly, the crypto tax fixer. Let's do that. Let's see. Share this out. Share that out there. There it is. All right, get here. Let's close it. And let's get back to the chat. So let me share this from Clinton Donnelly. Shout out to Crypto Eddie again for sharing with the community that Clinton Donnelly put out a blog to talk about it a little bit. And again, I think it's most important that, you know, those who promote fear in the community versus trying to understand what's ultimately what is going on, that, people come and help educate those so that they can stop spreading unnecessary fear in the community. Let's see. Let's make sure I can find this. I just had it up. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Okay, XRP. Oh, there it is. All right. Brave is so not brave. Not brave. StreamYard. It's interesting. So this is from CryptoTaxAudit.com. XRP investors, the tax on Spark airdrop, not as bad as some feared. So it's important to kind of note the difference, right? Learn, or it says here, learn what your tax liability is and where to protect yourself by further understanding the IRS regulations regarding your Spark token airdrop. In other words, like Quentin Donnelly didn't just put up this information for the IRS. He didn't make it up. Like it's been available. It's been available for people to go find the information out before they decided to take the free Spark token and participate. Before they chose to participate, they could have found out the tax implications, right? And not spread that fear among the community. Crypto investors who held XRP on certain exchanges back on December 12th of 2020 received an equivalent amount of Spark token via an airdrop. Yep, we know that. Spark token, native on Bear, 100 billion. Yep, we know that as well. Flare Network will be dropping 45 billion of the 100 billion Spark token to XRP holders. Here's how your Spark token works. We don't need to know that. We know the one-to-one. Right. So the first distribution will happen when the Flare mainnet goes live. We know that in 2020. 15%, 2021, 15% of those tokens will be distributed. The remaining 85% will take about 2 years. It roughly was it 2 to 3% a month? That type of deal like that. Airdrops, right? So according to the IRS revenue rule, like 2019 to 2024, in other words, this information about the tax implications has already been out there, right? Well before Flare Networks got around in reference to these airdrops, right? So the IRS states that new coins received through an airdrop are taxed as ordinary income. Therefore, you owe income taxes on new coins you have in your wallet due to an airdrop. The amount of income is the fair market value in USD of the airdrop coins when they are received in the wallet. So what is the fair market value on day one? Ding, 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 ding. The answer lies in determining the fair market value of the Spark token airdrops. The same revenue ruling leads us to this section. Again, made available to you before Flare Networks. The fair market value is the price at which the property would change hands between an unrelated willing buyer and a willing seller, neither being under any compulsion to buy or sell, and both having reasonable knowledge of all relevant facts. On day one, there are no buyers or sellers. On day one, there are no buyers or sellers. At the exact minute that XRP holders get his or her 15% Spark drop, there are no actual buyers or sellers. Nobody knows the fact on day one, and therefore nobody knows what to do. And let's not misunderstand the trading going on in places like BitTrue and maybe Poloniex, right? Those are IOUs. A strong argument can be made that the day one price is zero, since there is no fair market value. So, however, as additional Spark tokens are airdropped in the subsequent months, there will be buyers and sellers, and this fair market price will be best seen on CoinGecko, screw Coin Market Cap, So on those subsequent airdrops, you have to multiply that price times the number of Spark tokens you got to calculate the amount of income that you've received under the Revolut airdrop. So this amount of income is considered ordinary income and is taxed at your tax bracket. This amount also becomes the cost basis for those coins you received on that day and when you trade in the future. So with this interpretation, it's good news for the Spark token holder. Well, how about that? That initial drop of 15% is significant because the tax on $0 is 0. But for the subsequent ones, you will be taxed at an ordinary income rate. So if you know you're going to get taxed in the future, how are you going to prepare for that? How are you going to prepare for that? And I'm sure there are ways to prepare for it. No need for unnecessary FUD. It's just be prepared. The good news is the 15% is 0. Great question. Wouldn't an IOU set the fair market value of my Spark tokens on day one? An IOU is not a Spark token. An IOU is a debt obligation. Since there are different assets, a strong argument can be made that the speculative debt instrument doesn't establish a fair market value. Great questions in here. So go check this out, CryptoTaxAudit.com, and you would click on blog up here on the top right, CryptoTaxAudit.com. Go into the store. Okay. CryptoTaxAudit.com. Click on blog, and you'll be able to read this, guys. So great, get ahead and level up a little bit, learn a little bit more about it before you spread any unnecessary fear. And you'll be all set. The Fouts are in the building. What's going on? Trevor, I appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you big time. Appreciate you checking in for sure. Debating whether to sell, to buy a bunch more Spark. Yeah, Flare Community YouTube channel did a great video on the value of, perhaps snatching some of those IOUs up on Poloniex. Yeah, I did the math and it kind of made more sense to do it over there. But I would definitely check out that video for yourself to see if it made more sense. I was thinking about that as well. If I was to take some disposable cash flow income, right? Which for us has been super cool, 4 figures, right? It's disposable cash flow income a month. And I'm thinking, take 70, 80% of that into stable and take the other 20, 30% and buy a crypto. It would be the IOU from Spark. If I was to do it, it would be the IOU from Spark. Yep, it certainly would. Just all things considered. So there it is, guys. Yeah, exactly. Spark is going to be massive in a lot of ways. And so, I get some will just get their free stuff and will not take their dirty, nasty fiat and put it into Spark. Hey, it's up to you, right? It's your dirty, nasty fiat for you to do what you will. But I think that, I think that may be something to consider for sure. So, hey, I bought Charlotte Lee's bags in the building. Good to see you, bro. So that's kind of the news there. We can kind of put that stuff to rest. Now that we're better prepared, shout out to Clinton Donnelly. And again, he's going to be doing something tomorrow as well. But I think the blog really covers it all. So we can kind of put the rest of people who chose to participate in the Spark token airdrop by choosing not to move their XRP from participating places into somewhere else. We can kind of put that fear to rest, put that FUD to rest, put it to bed, if you will, and there that is. But guys, listen, OE312 made $31 last night. 31 bucks, not again, 31 additional dollars. Not the asset appreciation that happened on Ethereum in the last 24 hours. 31 bucks, not bad. What if he kept doing that day after day after day for 5 days? Not bad. Are you guys doing that? Are you participating? Are you participating? Interesting stuff, right? Gone are the days or just holding on to an asset and waiting for asset appreciation because you're totally dependent upon the market. And a lesson learned for us all, certainly for me, was why did I stop taking the disposable income from my cash flow business? Why did I stop investing? Why did I do that? Lesson learned, should not have done it. Why? Because in March, things were crazy great, stopped, right? Even stopped probably prior to March, waiting for asset appreciation, loving the blockfolio, right? What I should have been doing is taking the disposable cash, taking 70 to 100% of it, putting it in stable coins, going into the DeFi platforms and putting that money to work, earning both in the stable coin and in a digital asset, whether the digital asset is Matic or Sushi or Quick or Titan. It's an asset that can be swapped to your favorite crypto besides XRP, your favorite crypto, or into more stable coins. That's what DeFi offers you. So in other words, what you're doing, if you think about it, you're saving money every single week, every single month. You're saving money and earning an asset, saving money and earning asset, right? Because next month you're going to put, 2 figures to 4 figures in the stable coins and add to your position. And next month you're going to add 2 figures to 4 figures a month in stable coins, right? And then come bear market, guess what you have? You have a bunch of 2 figures or 4 figures a month that you saved up for, that you now can participate in the bear market with more crypto than you started, but more importantly, a nice bag of dry powder to participate in digital asset purchasing at 60 to 95% of a discount. Not bad. Derry Nelson checking in from South Carolina. How are you, my friend? What's up, Siege? Checking in from Kusawachi, South Carolina. How about that? Love it. Appreciate you checking in, my friend. How'd you find out about the channel, Derry Nelson? Trouble Contest says, remember the snapshot for Flare is first month it goes live. You talking about Flare Finance? So there it is, guys. So I was thinking about something. I looked at my Celsius rewards today. I looked at the weekly reward and I compared it to the, $4.50 to $5 a day on 2 platforms. I'm not even counting the third platform. Maybe I should, probably should. Because if I count the third platform, it maybe goes up to $6 or $7. I'm not even sure. I have to look at that. But I was looking at it, and it's roughly the same as what I'm earning on Celsius, right? It's roughly the same with 1/10 of the collateral. 1/10. 1/10. And so if I had 10 or 11,000 in DeFi as collateral, and I had 110,000 on Celsius, but the weekly earnings is about the same. What does that say to you? What does that say to you? Interesting stuff. In any case, you got to ponder the risk versus the rewards. Celsius, in my opinion, certainly safer. But we all have to kind of measure out our own risk versus reward. Mr. Faust, just to let you know, Josh, just to let you know, OE312 made $31 in 24 hours. Now he could compound that if he probably wanted to. Oh, you've been a channel member since last year. Oh, nice. Well, I appreciate you checking into the chat, Derry Nelson. I appreciate that. Right? So you got safer with Celsius. You got easier, like Keyless is saying, right? Because all you got to do is just, open up an account and get your stuff over there, right? And become a lender with your crypto. Easier, right? Definitely easier. CFI, right? And CFI with Celsius especially. But the rewards are definitely different. I mean, think about it. 1/10 the collateral provided and make the same interest. So it's something to consider. The challenge with DeFi is you have to, you have to become very, very good at balancing your portfolio. And what I mean by that is the platforms. They're the blue chip platforms, Aave and Curve, which Celsius uses. They use both Aave and they use both Curve, and they use MakerDAO, right, to create interest for us as depositors on that platform. Those are the blue chippers. And then there are other ones as well. And the challenge is you becoming familiar enough to deploying your capital, right? In deploying your capital, you have to become the CEO of your cash flow business. There are a lot of people who aren't going to do that. They look, I'm just going to hang out and let Celsius do it for me. And that's a great argument. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, without question, because a good portion of our digital assets is just over there on Celsius, just hanging out, letting them do its thing there, right? I took a small portion off of Celsius and deposited it in OneSwap.finance and Aave and Curve and not on Sushi yet, but on DFN Exchange to test it out. And with that small portion, if you will, I'm matching the weekly interest with 1/10 of the collateral. Something to ponder. Now, this is a program that's going on right now between Aave and the Polygon network, which is why that's happening. Now, when that program ends, it's going to be a different story. But the fact of the matter is the program's available. That's the thing. Do you know what's available? Do you know what the possibilities are? Have you looked into that and discovered the awesomeness that is the decentralized finance space? And do you know where to participate, right? You got the blue chips like Aave and Curve for sure, right? You don't need to hang out in very many other places and put your money to work for you. In other words, Ethereum or your Bitcoin. Yeah, when you become a liquidity provider, there are gains to be had for sure. So shout out to OE312 for making the $31 in 24 hours. That's awesome, brother. I'm proud of you. Congrats. The new 1%'s in the building. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. So that's what DeFi offers you, definitely is something that it offers you. OneSwap.finance, I think, is pretty cool. Earning some XRP on XRP. Yeah, so that's very, very cool to see. Very, very cool to see that. 3.92% versus not getting any currently on Celsius, but it is a platform to earn some XRP. And then you can be a lender on the platform, and you can also be a borrower on the platform as well. The great thing about it is when you're a lender and a borrower, you don't lock up in terms of earning interest. You don't lose the ability to earn interest when you're borrowing. Right? You don't want to lose when you're borrowing, right? And that's the challenge. And so that is what I've discovered, and I'm absolutely loving the fact that I can do it. And on Aave, let me show you Aave. You get paid because of the program that's going on. You get paid to both lend and borrow, which is pretty sweet. So this is app.aave.com, app.aave.com, Aave and Polygon, Aave and Polygon and Curve, Polygon and Sushi have these about $150 million programs going on where they pay you in the Polygon token to deposit and to borrow, which is that's not a bad gig, right? If you can get it. So you can deposit Matic, earn 2.60% in your Matic from Aave, and earn 5.70 in Matic from Matic. So that is 8-something percent, 8.3. However, if you borrow at 7.21%, you also earn an additional 12.65% in Polygon in Matic if you want to do that. So that's not bad. So you take the first two numbers here in deposit, you add that up. You take the bottom number and borrow, add those three together, and you subtract the top borrow number to find out your net APY. And if it's a positive thing, it's something that you may want to consider, right? So they're paying you to be a borrower in the platform with the flexibility of no terms, with the flexibility of deposit in 1 second and withdraw in 2 seconds later, right? To borrow in 1 second and repay 2 seconds later. Pretty cool deal. No fees associated with borrowing and depositing, which is really, really, really cool. So you can deposit Matic, DAI, USDC, Tether, Wrapped ETH, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Aave. That 18.09% is just, it's like, it's right. Like I'm saying to myself, why would I not deposit some Aave and get 18.09% in Polygon? Like, why would I not do that? I have some Curve and some Band and some 1-inch protocol. I'm just something about that number is just saying, why wouldn't I just do that? 18% APR. Interesting. So anyway, that's it right there. And let me show you my dashboard. It's simple, right? So the collateral is about 11.5. The current LTV is less than 30%. I love that. I borrowed $3,287, and I put whatever I borrowed, I think besides the ETH that I just deposited, I have that on Sushi Swap, and I have that on Curve and the DFIN exchange, earning more crypto. And so when you hit the borrow button, you can borrow Matic, you can borrow DAI, you can borrow USDC, you can borrow Tether, ETH, Bitcoin, etc. Right? You can borrow these, and it's a strategy. Some people like to borrow Matic and just redeposit the Matic that they're borrowing to get more of the Matic. Some people borrow DAI and USD and USDT. They go find platforms like OE312 did in QuickSwap, where they're paying you, one of the platforms is paying 2,270% APY. I'm going to put some money into that just to see what that looks like. So any questions on that, guys? Any questions? It's a pretty cool deal. Let me go over here. Gregson Wong is in the building. What's up, my friend? Let me stop the share. Yeah. Hey, OE312. And I'm an ambassador for the Celsius platform. I'm an ambassador. I love Celsius. I love especially what they're doing, because I think that they're doing something that no other platform or whatever is doing, and that they are onboarding more people into the digital asset space. And to me, that's the Benny. To me, that is 100% the benefit, right? Thanks. Made more money in one night. This is OE312. Then 2 weeks on Celsius, and I like Celsius. I'm the same way. The genius behind Celsius is in the onboarding. They are increasing the size of the pie. That's one of the geniuses, right? That's one of their geniuses. That's one of them. They have many. Celsius has many, like DeFi is not for the person walking into crypto, right? The new person, day one, month one, I would even argue year one is not to walk into DeFi, right? To me, that's Celsius. Day one, month one, year one. Walk into the Celsius platform. Get familiar with earning some money on your money. Start in stable coins. See what it looks like. Day one. Get accustomed to fees versus no fees, right? Learn all that stuff and what that looks like. Check out a 1% loan. Check out a 4% loan, 8% loan. See what it looks like. That's Celsius. Why? Because when you have a question, you can get it answered. When you have an issue or a challenge, you can get it answered. That's not happening in DeFi, right? Day one, month one, year one, Celsius, without question. Most of us here on this channel have been in this space since 2016. Most people have been in since 2017. That's a different thing. We're at a different spot than someone coming in day one, month one, year one. And I would just humbly argue that it's time for those of us who have done that, who have been around for years, let's get to that next level now. And that is without question DeFi. Tell me, what's your DeFi strategy looking like? Have you gone to WanSwap with your XRP? $10 worth of XRP, $10 worth of WAN chain. Have you gone there and see what that looks like? Have you played with the buttons? You can play with $5, $5. The fees are 0.0001. Okay, of a penny. 0.0001, 0.001. Have you checked that out? See what that looks like? You got to get familiar. You don't want to wait till the last minute to try to figure out Flare Networks and Flare Finance. You don't want to wait till the last minute. The great thing about WanSwap is that it's not in beta. Beta is challenging. How many of you guys did the Flare Networks, Flare Finance, whatever they were, betas? Did you guys do those? Constant network. That's not a true indication of what's possible. That's not a true indication of how things flow and work. Right? WanSwap for $5 or $10, you can get a true indication. Think about that. And earn 3 to 7%. So far, I've earned anywhere from 3.8 something percent to 7 point something percent because it goes up, it varies. On my XRP. Learning what it looks like. Learning what it looks like to be a lender and a borrower in the DeFi space. Learning what that looks like. Learning my options. Once I borrow Ethereum, what can I do with this Ethereum now? Can I just hold it and let the market do its thing? Absolutely. Can I put it into a DeFi platform and let the DeFi platform say, we appreciate you providing liquidity and earn a percentage in fees? Absolutely. Is that beta still going on? XRP Precision Beats? Yeah, that's right. OE312 said, OE312 said, I did. Flare is not for middle schoolers. It's not. You're going to have to get comfortable, familiar, knowing what it's like, especially when it comes time to mint your XRP. You know what I mean? So these are things that I offer you in terms of your learning curve. OneSwap.finance, great place. Check out my first 2 videos on how to earn interest on your XRP. I did 2 videos on that. Go check those out for sure. And it may be in my playlist as well. I think it is Wan Chain playlist. You can check it out there. It's hugely important to get from, again, $5, $10. Because transactions, again, cost 0.001. Cost nothing. Cost nothing, right? Cost nothing. And oh, by the way, FOMO Mental has 3 great videos, very quick, on how to use it as well. FOMO Mental, one word. So that's something. Again, guys, imagine the possibilities. They're here for us. You know, it's important, I think, as a community to level up. Again, I'm not talking about the new person. I'm not talking about, you know, day one person. I'm not talking about month one. I'm not talking about freaking even year one. You know what I mean? I have not done anything on Zookeeper. How are you liking Zookeeper, Agent Orange? I haven't done anything on, is it zookeeper.finance? I have not done anything. I know the APRs or APYs are better. But I have not done it. I don't know if I'm just kind of not liking the way it looks or what, but I have not done anything over there. I know the APRs are better on Zookeeper versus the regular WanSwap, right? And again, if you earn in Zoo, you get the Zoo token. You can say, hey, I'm loving earning the Zoo token. I'm just going to keep stacking it. Or you can say, you know what? I'd rather swap the Zoo into WAN chain. I'd rather swap the Zoo into whatever else you can swap it on from WanSwap. The point is, for providing liquidity, they're going to pay you in an asset that has value. Agent Orange says he loves it. You get Zoo and WASP. And again, both of those assets can be swapped on WanSwap for something that you feel is just as valuable or more valuable. It's up to you. The point is did you have the option? You have the option to redeposit Zoo and WASP, redeposit it so you get that kind of APY going on, or you have the option to daily swap out of Zoo and WASP into another asset of your choosing, of your choice. Why do you think Celsius, the awesomeness that is the Celsius network, is moving to, you deposit Bitcoin and you have a choice of 20 other things to earn interest in on your Bitcoin? Why do you think Celsius is moving there? You deposit Ethereum and you have a choice of 20 different other assets that you can earn your interest on. Why do you think they're moving there? Why do you think they're moving into that? Right now, you deposit Bitcoin as a US person, the only interest you get is in Bitcoin. If you're European, you get Bitcoin and Cell token as your options to earn interest in. Coming soon to the awesome platform, the Celsius network, when I deposit my XRP, I can earn stable coin that's coming or some other asset. Well, maybe not XRP. XRP is a bad choice. So when I deposit my Bitcoin, I can earn in Bitcoin, or I can earn in stablecoin, or I can earn in Ethereum, or I can earn the interest in Bitcoin Cash. Those kind of choices is massive. That's CeFi moving into a little bit of that WeFi thing, a little more into the DeFi thing, doing that. But I love it. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Agent On. I appreciate that. So that's the challenge, right? Those are the issues, the risk reward. But the most important thing, guys, what's going on? My PC backup. How are you, my friend? I appreciate you checking in today. The most important thing is to understand that we have options and that we are in a position to treat our assets and create a business of cash flow. That's what we have a chance to do. We have a chance to accumulate assets that can create cash flow, whether the market is up or the market is down, whether the market's sideways or not, it doesn't matter. That's what we have a chance to do. That's what we have a chance to do. And I would argue that the most options right now are in stable coins. You take that dirty, nasty fiat and turn it into a stable coin, and you can explore your options. And I just think during the bull run, that perhaps 70, 80% of your fiat in stable coins. 20 to 30% perhaps looking to buy dips and looking to, increase your position or to better your average price of entry. 20% maybe, 30% maybe. But certainly having that 70 to 80% in stable coins that you can now put into the DeFi platform space and explore and see what these platforms are willing to pay you to be a lender of those stable coins. 2 pairs, USDC and DAI, USDC and Tether. And right, you don't have to worry. There's not, the whole impermanent loss thing. You don't have to worry so much about that when you're doing it in stable coins. But regardless, the platform is saying, thank you for providing liquidity. Here's 0.3% or here's 0.2% in fees based upon your ratio in the platform in terms of deposit. No credit check, no interview. You don't have to dress up, get all fancy, put on your best garb. None of that. That's the choices that we have. And it's pretty freaking cool, pretty exciting. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up for sure. Thank you so much for hanging out today, guys. It's been a really, really cool hang. Look, I'm going to end this stream like I do all my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you guys. Bye.